to your point, giving them something good to do. Their kids have to grow up so quick now.
Yeah, it's sad,
with
man.
social media, with just everything going on in the world and everything else, that we need to give them something to do other than worry about that.
Meet awful, home, auto, muscle, builders, lips, and life is rich.
Oliver's good.
Oliver Shots is rich.
I can't believe y'all are getting in the shoe world, selling shoes.
Man, we're not. We're just collecting.
We're not.
Well,
We're not getting in it. We're.
John's deep.
This is how it starts. So this, all of a sudden, you get into this, and then you got a shop in Edgewater Mall, and you got face tattoos.
No,
none of that.
Thought about that?
Yeah, I thought about it.
Getting like MS sneaker culture tattooed on your face.
I didn't think about that one.
I'm telling you, it'd work.
No, I was thinking about it on my neck, but it's too long.
I want the Jordan wings on my neck.
Let's just dive in. Y'all got a show Sunday. Where's the show at?
Sunday, May 19th, which is 3 days from now.
Okay.
Yep.
Orange Grove Community Center.
Dita Road. Yep.
Okay. Why? What made y'all get into this shoe game? Let's start with you, Randy, because you've always you're the guy that always wears matching pants and matching shoes.
That's what it started with.
Jackets and belts.
That's what it started with. I always, even in high school and just out of high school, I would always buy shoes that matched shirts. Every year of Scraping the Coast, the judges had a different shirt, and it was a different color than all the spectator shirts. And I'll never forget always matching my shoes with my shirt.
But I've been knowing you for a long time, and most of your stuff though was kind of shoes, but it was always really dress stuff too.
It was.
What was it? When did you get to the Nike world? Because you're now a big Nike guy.
I am.
What year was that when you jumped in there?
And I think I've got some New Balances. I've got some.
Yeah,
basics.
Let's not lie to y'all.
Adidas.
Let's go to Nike because 90% of y'all's closets are Nikes.
But I do think that's because I think Nike really has the best.
They hold their value.
Well, and I don't know if it's marketing or what, but they have the best colorways. They have the best collaborations. Yeah. They have the most collaborations. So there's a lot of shoes out there, like the ones we have on the table that are Travis Scott's. So
Bad.
They are. They're just a really different, cool shoe.
Best shoe out there is Retro 4 for me.
I just got a pair of the
the comfort of wearing them.
Yeah,
so I had a pair of when Jug was alive. I had a pair of Air Force Ones. And they were white with the gray, two-tone gray, and that's what I wore to the clubs. I love them because the one thing I love about the Air Force One, it wasn't the song that Nelly did. Okay, it was.
Hey, that wasn't bad though.
No, it was a good song, but it's the fact that an Air Force is the only low-top shoe that holds its shape. You can wear an Air Force for.
So I'll tell you, I've got several pair of Air Forces.
Yeah.
The toe boxes on the Air Forces will crease relatively quickly compared to a Jordan 1 low or a Dunk because the toe boxes are a little softer.
Well, mine always creaks because I'm handicapped. Seriously.
Well, I'm not picking on you about that.
No, but it does. Because I'm handicapped, it always does. But
because you walk on your toes.
Yeah. So it does.
Yeah.
But they still hold a better shape.
But I'm also, I'm not a fan, and I'm probably going to get some hate on this, but I'm not a fan of all the kids walking around looking like peg legs. Trying not to crease their shoes.
Yeah, no, forget that. Don't
I buy shoes to wear them.
Wear them.
I'll let you get away with a little plastic on your shoe. If they're like some Virgils, I'll let you go there.
So look, I've got crease protectors in several pair, like my patent leather Jordan 1s.
Yeah, that's
but if you wear a pair of shoes like Key and Peele when they did the hat skit. Where you see his hat skit where he showed off a bling bling hat and then all of a sudden he came and put a plastic bag over it.
I didn't want to get it dirty.
Then he had a sweatshop on top of it. If you haven't seen the Key and Peele, you need to check that skit out. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that.
Tonight you're gonna laugh so hard. It is a Key and Peele. They were at the front walking out and they were kind of dabbing up. What's up, man? Well, then he seen one of the hats having a tag on it. The sticker.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh. The next day, Peele. he had a different hat, and it had like he left a plastic tag on it, and then the next day they were like layering.
It just got worse
Yeah.
and worse and worse.
All
and
of a
worse.
sudden, he had a sweatshop above his head, making him a hat.
As they were coming out on
Yeah.
stage.
I love, I'm big into Complex. I've always been, for me, it's Reebok Classic Bourbon Streets are my favorite shoes of all time, and I wish I would have kept them. And then I went to, when Nike SBs came out, I had about 25 pairs. Mm-hmm. And that's all I
Don't you
wore.
wish you still did?
Yeah, because I had the color tone, the blue, the green, the like orange. I'd go to Journeys and I'd pick a pair out like every week.
Yeah.
And when I see that, I'm like,
That's what John's got on right now.
Yes, SBs.
SB Aprils.
well, I'm talking the old school ace, the
know
big
what you-
tongue,
That's what
That's
those
what these
are.
are.
the big tongue guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
I like the DCs. The thing is, I like the DCs, and I had one pair of DCs, and when they did the SBs, I was like, oh.
See, I've got 2 or 3 pair of DCs.
But they're nothing like the SBs.
They're not. I've also got about 4 or 5 pair of Vans. Chuck Taylor. So
I
I'm
got
not,
Vans, yeah.
I'm not just a Nike guy.
Who's going to be buying? What's the percentage of people buying shoes at this event? What are they buying?
Nikes.
For sure.
And how do you know they're not fake?
So I'm not that guy. Like I can.
Don't even look at me because I'm not that guy.
So I've actually had this conversation recently with a couple of different shops because I was trying to find somebody. We were really looking hard for somebody that wanted to come over and do legit checks. I had talked to somebody out of Mobile that he owns 2 or 3, prominent sneaker shops, and he doesn't resell used sneakers because of the fact that he does. And when I say used sneakers, a lot of people turn their nose up, but you can do used and be in really good shape used. And that's different than just being burnt. That's just totally different. But anyway, he doesn't buy any pre-owned shoes because of the fact that he doesn't know exactly how to legit check. And the fakes are getting so good that they're better quality sometimes than what Nike makes.
But they're made the same place over there.
Pretty much.
So that's like, they could be at the same factory for all y'all know.
You're right.
So a lot of times, and there's a lot of, like I said, I'm not that guy, but I have done some research and watched, and there's a lot of guys that are so good at it. They can pull it up. They can, and the glue does smell different. I will tell you that. It smell, if you smell the inside
I'm
of
down with sniffing glue with you. Don't tell me what a good time, Randy.
it's never happened before, huh?
It's not my first time.
So, but if you pull a brand new pair of shoes out of a box and you smell the insides, fake versus new, you will smell a difference. It's just it's a different smell. So that's why you see a lot of people smelling the insides of the shoes. It's not because they want to. It's not like it smells like roses and it doesn't. It's the glue smell. Also, the outside of the glue, you'll see some guys do black light test. Yeah. And they're not checking for the texture or anything, but they're checking for glue stains. So Nike typically, and I will say typically because it's not always, they do put out some junk sometimes, but a lot of
And you can find them at the outlet mall.
Oh, yes. And,
That's where they go.
And at Nike. Yeah. Just new.
I mess around with y'all, but me and my brother are pretty big sneakerheads when we were growing up. He had the Deion Sanders.
Yes.
And we just
they're fixing to re-release those.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
So me and him, I was always Reebok Classic. I'm telling you.
So I've been looking for a pair of classic. I don't want the newer releases.
No, you need to get the Bourbon Streets.
I want the classic pumps.
Yep, we were talking about that.
I
not
grew
long
up
ago.
playing basketball with the
I had a pair.
Reebok pumps.
I had a pair. A lot of my kid photos of me in pumps. I went to I was in Mobile. No, I was in Atlanta probably 10 years ago, and they released them, and I didn't snag them. And they're all white, and they're all white with the blue.
I found some in Mobile that were the green and the I guess Celtics colorway, green, white, and black, and then they had some of the Laker colorway. And I want the old school ones.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I think for me, when I was younger, I was when I wore my braces, I always had to wear like a DC style shoe for my brace to fit,
Right.
because I always wore a plastic brace. So that was always I couldn't wear it like the Deion Sanders. But I always found when I got a shoe with good ankle support, I didn't have to wear the brace.
Right.
So I did have a few different pairs, but it was always like Reeboks were a good one. Was it LA Gear?
Yeah.
Light ups.
You know what I saw the
Let me
other
tell you
day?
something. They got to be. They're around still.
I saw a pair of ponies the other day.
Did you?
And you talking about bringing
ponies.
back memories.
Wow.
Pony high tops.
Do you have any Bapes?
I do not. I have actually been, me and my daughter have been, she wants a pair.
Yeah, we talked about that a
pretty
little bit,
bad.
huh?
Yep. She wants a pair pretty bad. And I do like them because they look, and they're basically made after, the ones that she wants are made after the Air Force Ones. So they're basically identical almost.
Yeah.
But that's also why they don't make them anymore because they got sued by Nike.
Yeah. Well, the first guy that the big guy got sued was when he did the menthols. Remember that guy that dropped the menthols? Have you ever heard of the menthols?
Yes. I've seen the box. It
So the
looks like it's a
guy
pack of
that
cigarettes.
created the menthol, he was before Bape, and they're similar looking, but he got sued, and that's why they're still dead. They're like they're you can't find them.
Well, so did Bape. Bape had to quit
Yeah.
making 3 of their styles because they look like the what was it?
Jordan 1 and the Air Force 1.
Jordan 1, the Air Force 1, and then the Dunk.
And then there's a YouTuber, Omi and a Hellcat, big time YouTuber. He did the Gearhead streaming service, and he was making his own. He got sued too recently. He's actually in jail for like 5 years for $30 million or something. Well, what he was doing, he was buying old chips and direct TVs, and he was getting their signals, and then he was putting them into fire sticks. And then when you got when people were getting all the fire sticks,
Wow.
he had the software on it. So he had the software, and he was selling these things for $50 a piece, $100 a piece, and he did like $50 million. And the FBI came in and knocked his door in. He had like 30 or 40 cars, Porsches, Lamborghinis.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
But he was also, when he was going to get sued, he's like, you know what, whatever, I'm just going to make clothes. So then he knocked off the Air Force Ones. And then he's tied up in a lawsuit because Nike's down there tired of it. Because now people are doing.
Yeah, they've been really cracking down. What was it's the dang it, it's not Poshmark. Is it Poshmark? No,
Which one?
not Poshmark. It's where they had all the counterfeit stuff, and they busted the warehouse.
Was it StockX?
No.
It wasn't StockX.
No,
StockX did
Etsy?
have
Was it on Etsy?
no.
Team U.
No, I'll think about
It's
it.
gotta be.
in a minute.
It's gotta be Poshmark. I mean, I've shopped there.
Yeah, but I don't think it's Poshmark. It was golly, I can't believe it. I'll think
Trying
about
to
it. in a
think
minute.
I don't
Go
want
to
to upset
resale
y'all, but
sites.
like, I would wear a good pair of fakes.
I get it.
I would. I mean, I don't, because if you look at my shoes and you want to battle me about are they real or fake, I don't want to have a conversation with you.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. Go talk to somebody else. Maybe a wall.
Yeah, well,
Right.
look, I mean, dude, there's a lot of people out there that love the look of the shoe, and if they can get the same, if not better fit for a lot cheaper, why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, if there's a guy that really just started like attacking me about shoes, I'm concerned if is he in his mom's basement? If he's that upset with me, because I mean, like if them were fake, I would rock them.
Right.
Because you can't find them anywhere.
No, they're not. Yeah,
You can't find
they're
them
hard
anywhere.
to find.
I mean, like you sit there all night long, like eBay guys, like, like
Yeah,
John,
I try to get the most of mine off StockX, or if I do get them off eBay, I make sure they're authenticized by
Yeah,
an
yeah.
authenticator.
what does it
Yeah.
feel like to open a box in the when it comes in the mail though?
Oh, it's awesome.
Did you see that?
It's awesome.
Did you see my latest video? You should watch it.
It's you getting excited about opening a box.
Yeah, I did a TikTok. I got a pair in Tuesday that I've been wanting for a little while, and
What are they
I
called?
finally. It's the Air Jordan 1 Low. I mean, Air Jordan 1 High. It's a Fearless. It's called. It's the UNC to Chicago colorway. It's a patent leather, so it's a real shiny
It's
leather.
a sick shoe.
It's pretty intense. It's,
What's Marcella think of this?
we won't talk about that.
Okay, this is a conversation. I mean, this is an open line right here, guys.
I know. Yes. Open.
How's
line
she
straight
feel
to
though
her.
when there's 20 boxes dropping at the house?
She
Just, I mean,
for a change, the Amazon boxes were not hers, so they ended up being like shoe
Yeah.
boxes for me.
all right, John,
So
let's go to you. What's Amy think?
She likes it.
he's waiting on lightning to strike.
I like, John's that person. It's like he'll buy him 3 pairs and then buy Amy 1 pair so he can probably slide that
Slide
off.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, dude,
babe.
I got told today to stop buying her shoes.
Well, you can resell them.
Yeah, Oh, I am.
I
I've
bought
got about
Marcella
six pair that I bought her in.
I bought
the past
Marcella
3
a pair of
months.
Dunks, and she wore them twice, creased the toes, said she didn't like them, they weren't comfortable. So yeah, I'll be reselling them at the event, and then she's got now a pair of Air Max 90s that she really likes.
I mean, they're bad. I mean, the 90s are bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. I even like Shocks. I like Shocks.
So I do too. They kind of messed up the shot when they did the taller. So now they look like high heels.
Yeah.
But the older Shocks,
The old school Shocks.
the
cool.
first era of Shocks, they look really good, and they're even re-releasing some of that. You know, I don't know if they're called Shock. I think they're Shock ones or something like that. But the second, they just put real tall Shocks on the back, and they look like a high heel.
Dude, I love the Vapor Max.
Yes,
They're not
I have.
bad.
That's
I
one
have
of
a
my
pair
favorite.
of off-white Vapor
Shut your
Maxes.
mouth, Randall. I'm
Is
still
that-
still really bitter about that.
What are they, size 7?
No.
What do you size you wear?
9.
9?
Yes.
So you can get a lot. I'm the same size as him.
Yeah, y'all are big-footed
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like I'm pretty sure 11 and a half.
or normal-footed.
That's
hell,
a
I don't
normal.
know.
Because I'm telling you, you probably can score way cooler stuff because a 9 is a smaller shoe.
Well, and they like an 11 and a half, they call the money size because and a 12 and a half because of the fact that there are half sizes in between 11 and 12 and 13 that they didn't make a lot of.
Well, I mean, it's still good for you though because you get better deals
I do.
because you actually wear them.
I do. I wear them, but I clean them. I try to keep them clean.
Can you wear an 8.5?
I can. I wear an 8.5 to a 9.5, depending on
Oh,
the shoe.
so it's real good for you.
Yes.
Like me and you
Like
try
a
to
Jordan 4, I've got several pair that are 8.5s.
Yeah. Mine, I
Jordan
can't.
1 highs.
I can't even wear a 10 and a half.
11, I'm an 11 and a half. I can't wear an 11 and I can't wear a 12.
Yeah.
If I wear a 12, they'll crease super easy. And if I wear an 11, they don't feel good.
Yeah, I'm 11 and a half. But also, I went down that, you made fun of me. Like, what do you think now? The hookah bondies. Remember when I got a pair like 2017?
Yeah.
And I've been wearing hookahs since 2017.
Yeah, I called them your platform running shoes.
Yeah, and I've been through.
That's a very accurate description.
I've been through. I guarantee you 35 pairs, and it's just funny to see them now. They come around because John like when you see them. What are those? And I'm like, oh, whatever.
I thought it was the other ones that I said that about.
No, they're the hookah bondies. Now I see them on everybody's foot, and I'm like, you know what? I went and bought me a pair of Brooks because my first pair started was in 2016. I bought a pair of Brook Ghost. I had my buddy Jordan Bennett. He's a doctor, chiropractor and foot doctor, and he goes, "Let me save you some money. Go get some Brooks." And then I went to Brooks, and then hookahs came out. I think it was like maybe 18 or 19 with Ed when they dropped the hookahs. Ed was like, "I want you to switch to these." Because I got a run
Ed's
trial.
good.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, dude, let me do it. They're hideous, but I love them.
You know he's not there anymore.
I didn't know that.
He moved to Florida. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, right now I
like it.
ordered the they're called the Brooks Clouds, and they look kind of like a Reebok Classic.
Yeah.
They're not a bad looking shoe.
Asics just came out with a nice looking dunk style shoe. That I like.
Really?
Would you wear it though?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because like I'm that type of person. If I like a certain shoe, just like my underwear, I don't really change it.
Yeah, I try to change it up. Ask John. Heck, every day.
Yeah.
Every day we go to the office.
It's a different style shoe.
I have
Every single
hookahs
day.
and
Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s, Jordan 1 highs, Jordan 1 lows, dunk.
And the reason I say that, I have like hookah in leather. I have the bondies in leather. I had a special Ed special ordered them for me.
That's awesome.
So I have
That's
leather.
pretty good.
Yeah, no, I have leather bondies because I like comfort.
There you go.
There you go.
Because and what we do with our nonprofit and us raising money, we're always on our feet.
Always.
So it's as important. I can't like when people try to tell me a story, and then all of a sudden I get that little crink in the back, and I'm like, and I don't want to sit there and sit down the whole time. But when I wear a pair of hookahs, or even I'll tell you what, we wore our Nikes the other night. Not that bad. Can't go as long as a hookah,
Right.
but still comfortable.
Right.
You have to be in a comfortable pair of shoes.
Well, and a lot of people are changing the insoles out in some of the like the dunks of the Jordan lows or Jordan 1, highs even. They're changing the insoles out to get a little bit more cushion because they are a thin bottom shoe.
What do you think about what happens when? So guys, we're talking about tennis shoes that you pay $80 for them, $90 for them, $100 for them, and if you score, your shoe's gonna be worth $500 to $1,000. Maybe it's 250, 300. Depends on how
Depends
many
on
they
the
make.
style.
Depending on the shoe.
Get you some Freddy Kruegers. How much are Freddy Kruegers?
Oh,
I'm in Complex. I'm saying I'm in Complex, bro.
I don't even know what those things are worth.
John
right
likes
now,
pandas, dog.
I think they're
No,
15.
I'm not all about.
John's a big panda guy.
Hey man, I got a pair of pandas.
They're not bad
You
looking
would.
shoes.
They're a good looking pair of shoes.
They're not bad.
The first thing I did was change the laces out so they don't look like everybody else's. But
Yeah.
But it's still not a bad shoe.
they're not.
No, it's
they're not. It's
I'm
a good
just
everyday
I'm just giving him
shoe.
hell.
Yeah, I mean, I like the was it the chunks? What was the Ben and Jerry's? Not
The Ben and Jerry's
Oh.
Yeah.
chunky
Chunky
dunks.
dunks.
Yeah,
Chunky dunks.
I mean, like that's kind of like cool kicks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool Kicks is yeah. I want to go to one of them.
But like the OGs, for me, is in the sneaker world that I've always paid attention to is the Complex guys.
Yeah.
They've always been big, and it was the three guys that have the podcast.
Yeah.
There's three of them.
Yeah. There's three of them. They normally have a guest on.
Yeah, and they're like
Yeah.
since the 90s and 80s, like
Yep.
they have designers on, and it's
Yeah.
And they'll get a lot of the skateboard guys will come on and talk about the SBs because they were inspiring the SBs depending on what style it is and all that kind of stuff.
crazy how much goes behind it.
Yep.
Oh, dude, it's insane. If you go back and like read the story about Nike and all that, about how it started and where it went from there, it's wild.
And you know, and a lot of people have contributed the Jordan 1 kind of fad, if you will. I mean, I've always liked the Jordan 1 silhouette, but it kind of got really, really popular after The Last Dance, which the Michael Jordan movie, Last Dance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So
I didn't watch that.
you need to.
it's amazing.
I watched Air. I
That's-
liked Air.
Air
it was
Bud
good.
or
No, Air. What Air? The Ben Affleck movie.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Well,
No, the Ben Affleck is
Yeah. You're talking about the Ben Affleck.
second chance or something like
No,
that.
it's Air. It's
Yes,
it's an Amazon
Air.
movie.
It is.
It's an actual movie about the not
Yes.
like Ben
Yes,
Affleck is
Ben
the
Affleck.
Oh yeah,
Matt Damon's
Affleck
in it.
and Matt
Yeah.
Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember that one's really good. Too.
That one is a
That
good
was
one.
about when Jordan signed with Nike.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it still shows the whole. I mean,
It does.
It's all
It does.
marketing,
yeah,
and it's
Yeah,
all about
100%.
colorway. It's a colorway situation.
Yep.
exactly right.
And you can take one shoe and throw it different colorways.
And that's what I think, and that goes back to kind of what I was talking about. I think Nike's branding, marketing did such a well job with their collaborations and their colorways that,
Yeah,
I mean, there's something for everything.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about Adidas right now? They're all over the place, though.
I like them.
yeah. Adidas
I like
is
'em.
still a great shoe.
How would you value Adidas, though? I mean, the way they're like the whole deal with Kanye.
Yeezy.
Yeah,
I mean,
that hurts it.
the original Yeezys are still pulling good money.
Yeah,
Yeah, but not compared to his collaboration with Nike. I guarantee them.
No.
Them shoes are hit different.
Yes.
That's a whole different market.
Yes.
No, I love them shoes.
Yeah.
They're clean.
They were different.
I think the best shoe Nike has done though, and like honestly for like a low top would be the Travis Scotts.
I agree.
yeah. They've done some other stuff. I'm like
Yeah,
all
they
the
have.
Off-White stuff.
All the off-white stuff.
Yeah, it's
It's-
Virgil.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
All his stuff is just incredible.
All right, John, what's your favorite pair of off-white? Jordan, or, Jordan Nike collab.
My favorite Off-White ones.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Something bougie.
No.
I can't, dude. Honestly, I can't even think right now.
We've talked about it one time.
I know. I can't think of what you're. I'm trying to think of the one that you're thinking of.
Dior, right?
No. Dior is that's
it's
my
gonna be
favorite
the-
collab.
Is that a
Nike
Dior collab
did.
or no? Is that a Virgil collab?
No.
No,
it's-
Virgil's. It's an actual Dior,
Dior, right.
collab.
It's so because there's so many.
It's got
There
the
is.
so it's got the
There
Dior
is.
lace in the swoosh.
Yeah.
In the check.
Yeah.
It's
They're
nasty.
sexy.
I figured you would say the Blazer High Black.
Dude, I do love
Off-White.
those. I do love those.
Do you have a
But
pair?
I also like.
I don't. I have a pair
I
of
also
the-
like the white with the clear sole too that they did.
Yes. I like. I've got a pair of the Vapor Max, the I guess off-white cell colorway.
Yeah, I do
And then
love
I've got
those
a
too.
pair of the Jordan 5s in off-white.
Do you like the Jordan 11s?
I'm not a huge fan. However, I do like the Space Jams,
Yeah,
Jordan 11s.
I haven't seen them.
I got a pair at the house right now.
Do you wear them?
They're not in my size.
Now, when you wear some
So
Nikes,
they'll be for sale Sunday.
They will be
At MS Sneaker
they
Culture.
Will be, and they
On Dita
are
Road.
they're a size 6 youth.
Hopefully, we'll have some more pairs there
one of my buddies, Junior Bidditt,
because they dropped the low on Saturday.
I have a buddy named
Don't tell Marcel.
Junior Bennett, and he's from Miami. He's Cuban. He lives in St. Martin. He coaches at St. Martin over there, youth. But he's everything you think Miami. He's bald headed Cuban, jug size, but he's big basketball guy. He's a big Dolphins fan, and he wears some basketball shorts, and he's got what's the basketball Nikes? I don't know it's not the Jordans. It's the more
Kyrie's
something
or LeBron James.
No, it's before LeBron. It's still big though. It's a high top.
Is it the KDs?
Yeah, it's Kyrie.
I don't know.
It's got to be.
They're not the best looking shoes, but every time
It's KD's.
every time he wears it, people are like,
gotta be.
"Dang,
Yeah, it's KD's.
street cred."
It's got to be KDs.
That's the one that told me when I
KD's or
gave you the
Kobe's.
pair of them lasers when I had the box. He's the one that told me how to keep the
Yeah.
box.
Oh, absolutely.
And he told me to keep the box 10 years ago. I was
Yep.
like, keep that box.
I'm glad you did.
And he was telling me the value. Well, I mean, he told me the values of them. He'd be like,
Right.
he won't get rid of them. It's
Yeah.
not a big, I'm pretty sure he's got 15 pairs. What considers you to be a collector? It's not, you got to have 15 or more, 50 or more. Where are we at here?
I mean, not necessarily. You're considered a collector if you could have 3 pair and still be considered a collector because you can trade them out for different ones. I mean, just because you only have 5, 6 pair or 3 pair, 4 pair or whatever, as long as you're still actively into the hobby or whatever, you're still a collector.
What do you think? What's your answer on that?
I agree.
I call bullshit. I think you need to have 15 or more. Like, I think you need to have like
Some people are just-
a glow in the dark box with your shoes in it. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're pointing fingers.
No, I mean, honestly, that's what
But I also think that, some people just are, I guess, more obsessive about it
Yeah.
than
I don't know anybody like
I
that.
don't either. But you could be. I think you can be an active collector, and you may not even hang on to them.
Right.
Like as long as you if it's a passion for yours, and you're buying and say you want to hang on. I know people that'll collect a certain brand. Like right now, one thing that I like is I like the Jordan 1 high patents. So I've got a pair of the patent black and golds. I've got a pair of the patent breads, the red and blacks, and I just got kind of the third and really the final one that I really fourth. Sorry, because I've got the shatter backboards too. Mm-hmm. And then I got my UNC to Chicago, the Fearless, and that kind of completed what I wanted to do.
Now to the next.
They'll be on the table this weekend for sale.
How many pairs do you have, Randy?
We're not discussing that.
You got to. You come on my show, bro. What the-
Okay.
This is free. This is free airtime right now.
I honestly have not counted.
It's got to be 30.
John, hot seat.
You think over 30?
Yes.
Really? And
Yeah,
you said that
probably close to 100 pairs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say that.
Wow. So you have a car in your closet. That's got to be a car, right?
I mean, but that's not all Nike though.
It's
I
not
mean,
all
that's-
Nikes. It's not all expensive.
But
I probably only have about 15 pair of what I would consider more expensive pairs.
Well,
over $200-300.
Ronnie's coming on the podcast. Scraping the Coast coming out June 21st. And
Toller?
Yeah, he's coming on.
Yeah.
Would he
That's so
trade?
awesome.
Would he
gotta
trade?
come.
Would he take all your shoes and trade it for a truck?
Would I?
Yeah.
No.
No. And then we have the.
I got a truck in the garage.
You want to announce our Boating for Boobies dates? I know we got them figured out. July 27th.
I was fixing to say, I was trying to think, was it 22nd or 27th?
You can get the tickets at Captain Al's.
That's exactly right.
CaptainAls.com.
Yep.
No, Ronnie's coming on.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. Yeah.
Couldn't get Miles talked into it?
I mean, I think
Just saying, Miles.
he's going to listen
We've
to
been
this.
I know he is. We've been trying for 3 years now.
Yeah, it's about 3 years. He doesn't want
When
to.
he watches this, he's gonna say, "Randy, you son of a."
Yes, he will. And I'll be like, hey, Miles, I told you so.
I mean, I think he'd be great.
I do too.
I think he'd be really
I
good.
think he would be too. There's no doubt about it.
You can't bend the arm though.
No.
It'll eventually happen.
No.
I'll get them because like
You can't force it, you know.
Yeah, I'll get them. It's not too hard. I got people like it. No, they can do it. And then they come on like, oh, dude, I want to be back on, man.
I mean, it's just he needs to realize it's just a conversation, and that's I think
it is
hard for him to
conversation.
see.
I mean, I got two grown men collecting shoes right now. Let's be honest. This is awesome though because
when you say it like that,
I mean, it is what it is. You know, so I have a
It's like I tell Marcella, there could always be a worse place.
well, look, I mean, it's an investment because I mean, the shoes increase in value as long as you keep them up and you're making sure that they.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's like gold and silver. It's like guns.
Exactly.
It's like art.
These,
I mean,
it's just crazy.
I like art.
Yep.
I mean, that's like over there. That's a Marty Wilson Hemingway that nobody has in a print.
That's right.
That's an original ink on paper. So I mean, I like art, and I found value in art. And if I was into the shoe stuff, the thing is, I got John. We were the same size now, so I'm like, John, just give me the ones you don't like.
Yeah, there you go.
Like because when I told him I was like, I got a pair that's super expensive, and I gave them to him, and I seen his eyes, and what y'all did, what podcast did you do?
With Trina,
with Trina
Martin.
Yeah,
it's the Closeted Kicks.
And he wore them shoes.
I did.
Combos. Yes.
And he wore them shoes and loved them. He goes,
Yep.
You know what? Because they are comfortable.
Yeah, they were.
They're very comfortable. And that was the idea. And I talk about it. And that was my transition from me wearing, you know, I used to love having like handmade leather shoes, like you do. Like I love a good leather shoe. And then with my disability, as I got older, getting worse, I had to move the shoes. So I gave DJ Boris, when he got his divorce, I just gave him all my shoes.
Yeah.
I like the Clark's Desert Tracks.
Yep.
I'd have like the you can't really get them. I mean, like Clark game was strong, and so I gave up my Eastlands. I had some Eastlands I gave him, but when I realized I couldn't do it anymore, I was like, all right, I'm moving to the sneaker game, and I had my cousin Kyron working at Nike at the time, and I was like, I need black shoes for my Tux, white and black, and he had his discount. I paid $100 for them, $110, something like that.
That was where the patents came from.
Where's that?
It was the Century 21 Awards.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
I got a pair of black and gold patent leather Jordan 1 highs
It's clean.
because I wore them with my suit.
They look good.
So I used to get my niece Jalen. She's graduating this year. So when she every year when she like a quarterly grades, since I didn't spend a lot of time with her, I'd like a school fund for her for college, and then if she made straight A's, I'd buy her a pair of Jordans.
That's awesome.
So every 2 months or 3 months, she got a pair of Jordans. So I started really getting into the Jordans, just buying for her. Like, okay, if you got A's, all right, I'll get you a pair of shoes, girl.
There you go.
Because I mean, let me be honest with you. If you have a strong shoe game in school, I mean, you're in a different level. Let's be honest. If you have, you can say whatever you want, but if you have some like knockoff shoes, kids are mean.
Yeah, you're right.
If you have clean shoes,
well, look, man, Lucas he's got pretty much like straight A's. Every once in a while, I'll have a B or whatever. So they just got their report card back and all that, and once again he did well, and he loves the military blue Jordan 4s. And so I got on StockX and put in a super low bid, and I guess it was last week, I got the little notification that they were shipped.
what was that bid? What was the price on it?
$110.
What do they go for? Street
$209.
Yeah, I was going to say close. I think the GS, the lowest you find them is like 170.
Yeah,
And then- but most of them are
get
over
But is it
lucky.
like Zulu in a house? I mean, so guys, also they're real estate agents.
Yeah.
That makes a big that's why they sell stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Houses and shoes. Is it like Zulu though, where it tells you this house is $310,000?
No,
And they're
so
gonna find out
it's only based off of sales. Sales on the individual shoe size of the individual shoes that you're looking at. So you can go on there and look at the sales history, and it tells you every single sale of that shoe since it's been on StockX.
Who figured that out?
You can see that.
A
You can
very
see
smart individual that now has a lot of money and a lot of shoes, I'm
it,
sure.
a lot of John's money.
Probably so, John.
Shut your mouth, Randall.
Like,
So, but you can find the sold prices on StockX for new shoes.
Yeah.
You can find new and used shoes on GOAT and on
eBay.
eBay. and you can find what they sold for, not just what they are listed for or what.
But is there an app where you just type it in? Like, so I know if I go look at a car,
you can Google a picture. So all you have to do is pull your phone up, take a picture of that shoe, and it'll bring it up on Zillow. Look at you. Goat, StockX, and eBay. It'll pull all three of them up, and all you got to do is set your settings right, and
it
you
might
can see
pull up
what's
your
sold.
profile picture on Zillow.
It may do that. I hope.
you know, I do like it. I think it's getting bigger and bigger than it's ever, and I do worry about the counterfeits because you can.
Well, yeah,
you
you're
can
always
get
gonna
a,
have to be worried
you can
about
get a
that.
pair. I've seen some stories. I do watch a lot of that stuff,
Okay.
and you can get a table, and you can order a lot of shoes, and you can if a person comes up and they don't really know much, you can hustle them.
You could, but I mean, I think, especially at our event, I think we've kind of I won't say hard research, but we know pretty much a lot of the guys that are coming.
Yeah, we've checked.
And they have a reputation. Like they all.
I bring a
Everybody
taser?
has the Instagrams. We go to their
yeah,
Instagrams, check all their stuff, and check
Check their
see who the
reviews
people have
on
been
Instagram.
like commenting on their stuff. And the most of the one, in fact, I think every single one that we've got coming Sunday, we've gone and done our research that way, and we see a lot of the same people.
Well,
Because
and we've met them
community-
before, most
right,
of them.
yeah. Well, a lot
There's
of
only a
them we've met
few
at
of them that we
Bayou
haven't,
Kicks.
but honestly, the ones that are coming that we haven't met in person, we've had several conversations with.
Yeah.
So I mean, even those
How many
guys
tables y'all got booked?
before we came over here. Now,
Yeah.
I think we've got 20 or 21.
20, I think it was 21.
21, I think.
That's pretty good, huh?
21
That's
vendors.
really good.
It's our first year,
For the-
first time
yeah.
ever doing this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You're gonna have like
I'm
Pokemon
still-
cards too. I mean, y'all gonna have a variety of
There,
change up.
there actually
think there
is
is.
going to be one vendor there that is going to be selling shoes and streetwear, but he also does Pokemon cards as well.
So he will have
have some Pokemon cards there. And I'm thinking about bringing some of my personal sports cards to do over there
might
too.
work.
So
I mean, it might work. I mean, like I said, like it's
mine will be all
got-
high-end sports cards.
I've got some jerseys,
yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna have a good bit of jerseys.
football, basketball.
a lot of this.
Sean Mahmood with Gulf Coast Cards. He and I talked today. We're gonna go by there and pick out a bunch of jerseys and go buy a bunch of stuff. And
A lot of
bring
the
it out
video
there for
game
everybody.
world has boosted this up.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
You know, when we were on Trina Martin's podcast, she made a connection, but then also asked a question that I thought was interesting, kind of got us thinking, because some of the advertising that we've done and some of the marketing that we've done for this event has been tied into cars. You know, we go back, I don't even want to talk about how long.
I mean, I was 14 when I met you, and I think you were.
It's been
I think
a
you were 30.
long time.
I think you were 30 when I was 14.
No,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I think
That's
I
messed
think you're
up.
putting a little bit of age on me there, buddy. But anyway, we've
Christian
been,
Motorsports days.
yes,
Yeah.
we've been together. You know, friends for
Yeah.
a long time, running together.
So car guys are in the shoes.
Yeah,
Think about it, man. You've got,
it all correlates.
you know, you've got somebody that takes care of their car, likes everything matching, everything looking good. I mean,
They're gonna have a little bit of style.
it goes in with shoes.
So my thought was like, so video games.
I can't tell you how many purple and black and purple and gray shoes I've got.
Yeah, well, when I got into so a little bit of me, like I was like in 2012, I was a Twitch streamer, got swatted by the cops, and I just played with a lot of guys that were streamers in the community, and they were so into like, you know, different skin style or you get different achievements, but like Loot Crate, like a Loot Crate. I don't know if they're still around, but Loot Crate is like a original, like a Bear Brick, kind of like you pay a monthly service fee of like $30, and they would drop off like you get a pop. You get like a toy, a Batman knife. For an extra $10, you get a pair of you get socks and PJs or a T-shirt. So I always had Loot Crate running for like 4 years.
Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
Lila has something like that.
Yeah, but it's all into like shoestrings.
She puts her money into it, but she gets choices of like 10 things, and then
Yeah.
they add like 4 that she doesn't know anything about.
Is there a shoe subscription service?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there is.
But I mean, I think
If there
but
isn't,
see,
there.
so-
If there isn't, there should be.
There should be. Marcella probably doesn't think so. or she may think I already have one. I don't know.
This is also true.
So, but they do have like subscriptions that you can get, or you can pay for memberships in these the draws and everything. But you've got to, for selective shoes when they come out, especially some of the SBs. Like some of the SBs only solely released to to skate shops.
Yeah.
So you have to get in draws to get on those lists to even have
Or
an
you're gonna have to
opportunity
buy it on
get them.
StockX.
Or you're going to buy it on StockX.
Or you think people are going to be buying a lot of shoes or going to be trading a lot of shoes?
I think both. I think people are going to be buying a lot of shoes. I've talked to probably 3 or 4 guys that did not want to buy booths because their shoe count is low. So in other words, their inventory is low. They're trying to build it up for what they sell on Instagram or whatever.
So they're going to run around in a book bag and a cart?
So, yes.
Right.
Okay.
And then I've talked to a guy. We had a call Tuesday night. I talked to a guy that he's coming over from New Orleans, and then from Baton Rouge, he's got a buddy of his that's coming. And they didn't want to buy a booth because of the fact that they are bringing a cart to try to sell shoes, but mostly trade and buy. So, like, he's going to bring some shoes, but he wanted to verify with us that it was okay.
It's like a trading card game pretty much. It's
Man,
like
it's yes.
definitely like Pokemon with a tennis shoe.
Yes.
I like it though. I mean, I think it's a healthy habit. I think that's the same thing with the car industry. Like me and you, we were in the car scene for a long time. I mean, I drive a scooter, so, but that's also like collecting too for me. Like I got a Ruckster scooter, and it's kind of like one of the things where it's like, if you see it, if you see me on a scooter, you'll know that scooter,
right?
And it's kind of like that person wants to get the rims. I mean, I was saying the other day, this guy.
So you don't have a pair of Crocs that match your scooter?
No, because I ain't gonna wear Crocs on a scooter. I'm gonna wear.
I was just asking.
But I would. I
know you would.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's not a doubt in my
like
mind.
steel toe Crocs.
I wouldn't do that.
You need to get you a pair of those Croc boots.
Might.
Oh, the red boots.
No,
the big red boot.
The yellow ones that got the holes in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't see. I like these because they're easy to put on.
Yeah.
I get it.
They're like, I mean, you slip them on.
I get it.
And then
That's why
everybody
that's why I like my Hey Dudes.
Everybody, yes,
And they're
I'll go
super
with
comfortable.
that. I'll go with that. I won't go with a pair of Crocs, but I'll go with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to knock them because everybody talks about them being very comfortable.
Yeah.
I've had a
I've
pair
never
before.
owned a pair.
I had a pair when I was a kid. They were Florida Gators Crocs.
Never owned a pair.
and you look at that, like I was looking at a video, like I bought my first pair of Crew sunglasses in 2017. I was pulled it up on my phone, and like the other day I was at Captain Al's, and it's like this lady was like, "Oh, you got Crews?" I'm like, "Yeah," but I have like the original that they make the crappier versions now. I have 4 pairs.
Right.
I have the actual original because I found Crew because somebody stole my Ray-Bans. But the guy, I started researching this guy, and he's a photographer. And what do?
Right.
So this guy created Crew out of photography and the style. So I have the pair. Emily's I have already broke 2 cameras and a pair of sunglasses. She's actually going to take the sunglasses and put them in a shadow box.
Oh, that's
but
cool.
like they called me on the phone, like they take a picture of them. They're like, "You have our like original pair
That
like,
they don't make it.
Don't even just keep them." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, because like that was so fascinating to me. That was just like, I to this day I'll wear nothing but Crews."
Yeah.
And it's because this
Well,
guy.
it's like me with my Oakleys.
Yeah, well, they're my Oakleys for a while.
For a couple of days they were.
Yeah, but dude, you should not take them. I mean, they're kind of mine. If they're in my vehicle for 2 days.
Don't tell me you forgot them somewhere else.
Yeah, he found on the grass at the golf tournament.
What happened was,
See, what happened was
We can't go fully detailed into it.
I think they fell off my hood when I was in the cart when we were headed to.
Had some drinks with Cam. We were just having a good time
back
laughing.
up. It was fun.
It
We had a
reminded
good
me
time.
like a weekend at Bernie's. It's us sitting at a table and we were just laughing and cracking up, and the day just flew by.
Yeah.
John slid. Because the sun's coming down, everybody takes their glasses off. They were in the grass, and I just like
fell off the table. Or
and they're
something.
polarized. Well,
Sleepers.
they're polarized like a chameleon color. So when the sun hit, I was, I already know. There's only one guy I know that wears Oakleys.
right.
What is your sunglasses?
Costas.
Okay. Still to this day?
Still to this day, I really like the Costas that are the like aviators. I've probably got, I think, 4 pair of different colors.
So that's the thing is with this what I was saying, like, once I know that something's comfortable, like Levi
Once it
511.
works, it works.
Levi 511
exactly right.
jeans are my jeans. I love Levi 511s. That's just like my favorite jean. and now it's some True Classic T-shirts. Have you bought some of them?
Yeah.
I don't guess so.
They're good.
You got something
but they're
better,
not-
John?
Yeah,
Okay, tell me. Let's get into this,
it's right here. Viore.
dude. How you spell that?
VUO
Expensive.
IRI.
Sorry.
They're not. I mean, they are a little expensive, but they are. It's.
Hey, I'm not-
It's
I'm not-
without a doubt the most comfortable shirt, and then they.
It looks good.
Do they last so long? The color stays so good and all that. You can get them at Gabriella's over there on Pops Ferry.
Okay. What's
They
your
have
favorite
men's
T?
clothes?
What's that?
They have men's clothes?
They got a huge Viore section for men. Yeah.
So is it just T-shirts?
Shout out Wendy.
Is it just T-shirts?
What Viore?
Yeah.
No, they have everything. Dude.
I mean, 80% of stuff I wear.
Well, you know, all of the polo shirts that I wear, it's my favorite polo shirt on the planet is Viore. It's like a really thin
I see you wear it sometimes.
cotton mix fabric, and it's moisture wick, and it just feels real good.
I wear nothing.
It feels good.
Feels nice.
Well, I like, be honest with you, probably 80% of stuff I wear is Carter's Champions or Crofton
Yeah.
Beer.
Yeah.
That's what I rock. I mean, or my friends' businesses.
You see what I'm rocking?
Yeah, I just like it. I mean, I think I look at one thing I love about marketing, and I always tell people is like, I'm working on a logo design right now for a client in Stennis. And they're like, well, we're going back and forth on the phone today. It's like, well, how do you think about design? I said, that's why I bought all those machines and stuff. I was like, because I was like, I design stuff so I can look at it on a hat. If I can't wear it on a hat, it's not a good design to me.
Yeah.
It's a brand, you know, you're presenting yourself, and that's important, you know, and I'm fascinated with that. And that it's the same thing as like Nike, you know, it's an expression.
Yep.
You know, a Travis Scott, that's his style. Incredible albums. Kodak Black's way better, I think. I love Kodak Black. I mean, what's that Gremlin song? Tunnel. Oh, I love Kodak Black, but I do like Travis Scott. But I mean, this is this is loud for him. He's going to flip things around.
Yep.
Yeah.
He does collabs with everybody. I wonder what his royalty is on there. You know,
Oh, I'm
Jordan had his
sure it's
royalty at
hefty.
15%.
I'm sure it's pretty hefty.
It should be anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to die down or just getting started?
Man, you know, I don't think it's been going.
Yeah, it's been
just-
going for a while.
I think it's just, you know, like true Mississippi fashion. I think
We're a little late.
We're kind of getting to the ball game late, really. I mean, you go to other parts of the country, California, Texas, South Florida, upstate. You know, you go up to the United States where, Northeast. I mean, there's big sneaker shops. There's a lot of sneaker shops. They all resell used and new.
Big old sneaker con events and all
mean,
that, like gigantic.
Big sneaker. I mean, I'm talking like bigger than the Coliseum
Yeah,
Convention
but I
Center.
like how we're always behind.
I'm not hating
Well, I
on
mean,
it.
it's,
I'm not
you
hating
know,
on it, but I'm just
We're
saying
always
that
behind.
yes, we are.
I learned that when I built my first Ruckus. When you jumped in right behind me, it's the same thing. Like, we've been in the Honda scene. Honda scene is, yeah, you're right. It is car because it's like, and it's based on like we would, like,
Well, think about like when we were doing the little Hondas, and think about the JDM scene.
yeah,
I mean, like California, Miami, they were doing that way before.
yeah,
we were.
Hawaii,
and then it kind of grazed over
Tokyo
here
for
about
sure.
2 years later.
Tokyo's they're gonna do it
No,
before us,
you
and then
know.
they're gonna take it our '90s style too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're taking everything from us. They're taking everything from us, except for Tokyo Drift. You go back and watch that movie; them cars are horrible, most of them. That was weird. Why were you driving that van, Bow Wow? The Hulk.
Hey, hold on now. Look, we're gonna talk about that. We got to talk about Ludacris
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow night.
What? You going?
Yeah, heck yeah, I'm going.
You going?
No,
You're going.
I'm going 100%. I think Marcella bought the tickets
I've
before they
seen
went
him.
live.
I've seen him.
How was he?
He was good. He was good. We saw him at Gulfport Music Fest a long time ago.
I know. So with my insurance company, I'm gonna play Oliver Scott Insurance, but I've been going around trolling, like, just talking like newspapers and stuff, like the WLOX.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this. And I went in there today and I wrote they said the Coliseum's bought houses to extend the parking lot, and I went in there and was like, under Oliver Scott Insurance, was like, yeah, because Creed's coming November 9th. I can't wait. Yeah, DJ.
That's good.
Saturday they played, and I did Lamaroo at Fly Llama. Great event. Told Dave I was going to be there. I was there. Me and Melanie and Brian Bozeman, which he's in the scene too.
Mm-hmm. So he's in the sneaker scene?
No, he's in the car scene.
Oh yes.
No, he's still in the. He's Adidas. I mean, he's got more Kermit the Frog Adidas than anybody I've met.
And I know you know Aaron Fraser.
Did he get rid of the top 10?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. He showed up the other day. We got together for something, and he showed up, and he was wearing his Pumas, his Ferrari Pumas.
Ferrari.
I remember them things.
You remember the things?
Yes.
He still got them.
The tight ones.
Still got them.
The tight ones.
The
like
ones that say Goodyear on them.
Yeah, does he?
Or the Adidas's. They're not Pumas, they're Adidas's. But they say Goodyear on them.
Is it because he has a 510?
I don't know, man.
What's he drive now?
I wish I had two pair of them things. I wish I had back.
Is he still in the Subies?
No, he's driving a Porsche.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got a Porsche Cayenne.
Oh, snap. Moving up in the world.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Michael Jordan's rubbing off on him for sure. Shout out to Jordan Automotive in Daphne, Alabama.
Yes.
Yeah,
You ain't lying.
No, he's got. So we have a friend named Michael Jordan,
Yes.
and he was in a big super scene
Well,
back.
we knew him as Little Mike.
Yeah, but his real name is
It's Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
he has a Jordan Automotive, and he got
Don't call him a mechanic. He's a technician.
yeah. Oh,
I
God,
got you.
like a mixologist.
Yeah. He's a technician.
Or are you like Justin from
He
White
will
Pillar
correct
says,
you.
I am a classic bartender. All right, man. I'm whatever's.
Right. Just pour me a drink.
No, they take pride in it, and
Oh, yeah,
it's an art
absolutely.
form.
And they should.
Just like the
Yeah,
shoe world. I
100%.
mean, I can't knock it because there's people that make six figures with this.
Man,
The little Ben kick, the little Ben dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-uh.
Ben kicks.
uh
He hooked up with like DJ Khaled.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh,
he like
absolutely.
sells to like Drake and everybody. He's like, I mean, the kid's probably not 20 now,
Yeah.
but he's like a millionaire from buying and reselling shoes to those rappers.
All it takes is the right people.
Yeah.
Finding the right people, getting in that network.
If I rolled up to
That's
your
all
house,
you
John, and I had a briefcase and I had your favorite shoes in it and I had a good deal for you, you would swipe right there.
Yeah.
You would sit there and you would sit there and you would have a high noon, or, was it neutral? Was it new with the neutral
No, I'm back on beer.
beer? So John would have a beer
I'm
and
on
I'd be
neutrals.
like, I would put that shoebox in front of John, right? I'd put it right there and I'd pop it open. I'd watch him itch. But that's what people. That's how
That would
people
be
want
gangster.
it. That's how people sell, because
That's what you got to do.
if it's in front of your face, and you're like, you know what, I deserve this. $300, I'll deserve it. And sometimes if you're like too cheap, like I lost out on the Reeboks or my SBs. I should have kept my SBs. I just gave them away. I donated them. So some of them weren't in bad shape.
Right.
yeah.
And I had the color suede ones, and I seen them the other day. Like,
So I still have a pair of the Reebok Classics, purple with gum bottoms.
ooh, okay, are you getting rid of them?
No.
But I seen them shoes that I had on like a complex, like top SBs. I'm like, dang it, I could have paid for something. I mean, you don't really know. I'd rather invest in shoes that I like to wear and feel, because like I'll tell you right now, a good pair of shoes, a good shirt, good pair of pants, making yourself look good, take care of your
Yeah, you look good, you feel good.
yeah, and that's everything. I'd rather you invest
Well,
that.
and also, I think, things like shoes and I don't want to say clothes, but like, in a professional realm, like what we are in real estate. Take that for example. Throwing a pair of Nikes on, or, different color shoes or whatever, it just gives, like, it's a talking subject. It's it's a way to make conversation.
Yep.
It also makes you stand out different and kind of personalize
Expression.
expression.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's like this tattoo sleeve I got.
And I
Everybody-
think that's what I
Yeah,
like so much
exactly.
about it is the fact that
Self-expression.
you can kind of express yourself in what sneakers you like versus, what Crocs Jordan wants to wear, or what
I'm busting
cowboy
balls.
boots John wants to wear.
I'm
or,
busting balls right now, okay? I like it because it's good for the youth.
Yeah,
Man,
100% it
I will
is.
say, I've been into it, like we talked about. I've been into it since I was in high school, as far as, buying a pair of sneakers, matching a T-shirt. And that's what really started it with me, is I would get a shirt or, something like that and try to match it. So I would go buy a pair of sneakers. It wasn't necessarily about the sneakers. Now I think I start at the sneakers and then go up from there. But Lila is actually who got me back into it because she wanted some Nikes. And we went and did that. And then I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and get me another pair. And then I'd get Lila another pair. And then I'd get me 2 pairs.
Now it's a bonding thing for y'all.
Yeah. And she's actually running the booth at the event.
Did she like you before the shoe thing?
I don't know. It's still out. Jury's out.
That's something that I'm messing around with it, but we need more events like this because you're getting kids off the street, and then it's a safe bet.
I do like it.
There's a lot of meth going down here, guys. I don't know if y'all woke up, but there's a lot of kids on drugs right now.
Yes.
And
I think it's
fentanyl.
It's not just meth, but yes.
Not my buddy Mike that has a roofing company, New Horizon Roofing guys, great family. His little girls it was in high school, and fentanyl was already popping around. So you want to get kids into shoe collecting and
any kind of healthy habits.
Yeah.
Something on the weekend besides disappearing at a friend's house.
But like, I know Oliver and you have been going to the skate park.
Yep.
That's something that
right now
would be good.
We took a break from that because his grades right now. Oliver just got red. Oliver got red today because he kicked his buddy Jet in school.
We heard about that on the way up here.
I wasn't going to mention anything.
That he was writing apology letters.
Yeah, I love that.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I mean, not awesome that he got in trouble or kicked somebody.
I will bring him back to the skate once school's over with, and we're the year round now. It says like June or July, whenever they're going to get us out of school. But I'm going to bring him back to skating. But yeah, skating was something.
Just something that gets them a healthy habits.
Them two dark shockers right there, they're rare. Them are actual dark shockers. They're one of the rarest, like, paintball guns.
That's paintball guns. Yeah. I didn't know what we were talking about.
Paintball guns is the same thing. I got into paintball guns with Mac and everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, that's still a hobby. It's still an event. I just want that for my son. I want my son to be like, oh, I want to go to this event, and are y'all going to have like a DJ?
Yes, we've got a DJ. Okay, so I want to say something else to your point, and then I want to talk about the event just a little bit.
Okay.
So to your point, giving them something good to do. Kids have to grow up so quick now.
Yeah, it's sad,
with
man.
Social media, with just everything going on in the world and everything else, that we need to give them something to do other than worry about that. I mean, you said year-round school. I mean, I know my child has dyslexia, so she's got a little learning disability or whatever, but she doesn't let it stop her. But I mean, that's all they focus on 6 days a week, really. And it's not from, like, when we went to school from 8 to 3, and then we were done, maybe had some homework, but I mean, she's in tutoring. She's in, after school tutoring. She's in ACT prep. She's in 9th grade, and she has no time for anything else, let alone an extracurricular activity.
Yeah.
So giving them some kind of something outlet, whether it be shoes or paintball or skating or
this show
baseball cards, basketball cards,
they can meet a friend though.
Something
they can meet a friend. This is what I'm saying. This event can kids can they go meet a new friend from another school that likes the same thing, and it's like how we met.
It's a huge community.
We met over cars, dude.
I know.
We met at like Treasure Bay parking lot.
No.
Where we meet? No, you don't remember? I don't.
Steinmart, Pass Road and Beauvoir. Get back.
We did. But so go to your point though. That's what I want to know. Like, that's why I support this, because of the youth.
Well, and me and John legitimately went to a sneaker shop, and when we were leaving, headed back to the office, we just kind of started talking about this. We got back to the office, went inside. Formed an LLC.
It happened.
Created the event. The next day, we reserved the spot. This is not. It's something that I think both of us have been wanting to do something like this, but not necessarily this. But when it came up, and there's nothing like this
anywhere around here.
You can go to New Orleans. There are some sneaker shows in New Orleans, or sneaker swaps, or
Bayou Kicks over there does a
Bayou
great
Kicks
job.
Does a great job. Sneaker Travel comes to New Orleans, so there's another one, and there's some other small ones. I think the other one that I know of that's a smaller one is in Birmingham, and I can't even think of the name of it off the top of my head, but they just had it about a month or so ago. But like, we're in the middle of New Orleans, Mobile, and Jackson. And we have, like me and John talked about, we got 26 miles of beautiful backdrop to build something on.
Yeah.
I mean, Scraping the Coast has done it. Cruising the Coast has done it. Events can last here if you get the right people.
I mean, we've done it with the Pink Dress Run.
Pink Dress
I mean,
Run.
this is our event.
Yes. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I should have said that one too, but
But it's a fun.
know, yeah,
Randy,
but
I
I
know
mean-
you don't love it. You love shoes. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, Randy.
I mean, look what Stacy's doing. And Stacy and
Boating for
y'all have
Boobies.
done with Boating for Boobies.
You know,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's just amazing.
we have so much to offer here on the coast, and it's at honestly a lower cost than a lot of places. So
But you got 20 plus tables your first year. It is amazing.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I mean,
good.
it really is your first year.
So you're going to have 20 plus vendors, at least one table. Some of them have bought 3 tables.
Yep.
Some of us have 3 tables. I just have 2.
Who's working your table, John?
Me and Cody.
Okay.
And I think Terry said he's going to come help out and maybe
And me and Lila will be working mine.
you.
Hers. I won't even call it mine. It's hers.
It's her table.
It's pretty little sneakers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
on
work.
Instagram.
I'm gonna go work and then try to slide over there and then get some content and just goof off and see.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Bring your video camera. I mean, bring.
Well,
your
I got my
camera.
iPhone
You
now.
bring-
It has the same
that's
quality.
true.
The way I shoot it.
True.
And where's that
Yeah.
microphone we have?
I got it in my truck.
You have it.
Yeah, I've got 2
So
of them.
you need to go put a sticker on it.
Huh?
Jiggy's going to be there.
Who's that?
Jiggy
Yeah,
Setter.
Jiki's going to be there too.
Jiggy's going to be
Setter.
there. He has his YouTube channel.
Yep.
He's got a ton of followers on
Yep.
his YouTube
Well, then-
channel.
And Trina's going to be there.
And Trina.
Trina
Well,
Martin's
I'll
got a
just go
table,
and get a
so she'll
couple
be there.
of content for us for next
Absolutely.
year. Just
That's
to
what
run
I'm
around.
saying. Yeah,
Absolutely.
dude, I would love that. That would be awesome.
I mean, I don't, and that's one thing I've learned in the short time of being involved with this community is, I mean, there hasn't been really any haters that have kind of, and I know haters is whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's been very encouraging
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the
I mean,
most part,
I mean, there's
yeah,
haters.
Yeah.
and we'll leave that there.
Anyways.
What there is
Moving
haters.
right on.
There
yeah,
is,
I mean,
but,
there's always going to be somebody
know-
that hates on somebody that's doing good for themselves or doing
or
good for
doing
their
good
community.
And I
So-
say to you, kiss my ass. If you're that person,
So-
You
if you're
gave
that
him,
person,
you gave him the Batman.
no,
And I said, kiss my ass.
no. I mean, so let's go into details. What time
right.
does this event kick off?
So, do you want to start or you want me to?
And pitch it like a salesman, dude.
All right. So,
You go ahead.
we've got, I think me and John are going to be there early.
Yeah, about.
I'll be around 7-ish.
I'll be there.
We'll be
about
there setting at
6:30 or so.
7-ish.
Yeah.
But vendor setup starts at 9. So anybody that has registered as a vendor can get there at 9 o'clock. They have from 9 to 10:30 to set up. VIP entrance, which is $25. You can buy it day of, but you can also save yourself the trouble and go ahead and go on to our link at the Eventbrite, and you can buy $25 tickets. That gets you early access to all the tables as we're setting them up, which means you can make deals on shoes that other people may not be able to see because they didn't buy VIP.
Right.
So we're going to do that from 10:30 to 12. 12 o'clock, general admission is going to open up,
Let's come. What's the price on that again?
$10.
That's not bad.
So it's not bad at all. We still have very, very limited space.
One more time, guys. $10
One-
general admission.
One, maybe two,
VIPs.
two-
What again? This is
VIP's 25,
10:30
$10 for
to 12 o'clock.
10:30 to 12 o'clock. $10 general admission from 12 to 5. Every 30 minutes, we're
From
going to be giving away a
10:30.
pair of shoes,
Yep.
starting at 11, I think.
Yeah, that first 30 minutes. Yeah.
30 minutes into the show, starting at 11 o'clock, we're going to give a pair of shoes away. 11:30, we'll give a pair of shoes away. And then on and so forward. We're going to every 30 minutes all the way up until I think 4:30 is our last pair of shoes that we're going to give away. And that's
Tell them what size they are.
totally free.
Free size. Free
Totally
size.
free.
Free size.
Totally free.
whatever you get. It's the size you get.
And if you
Yeah.
don't like it, take
There's
it to a
whole
table.
bunch. Yeah, that mean there's a whole bunch of different sizes. We got
We've got
variety.
very, very lightly used.
And you
all
got to make
the
sure
way
you
to
check in, guys. If you go to the event, check in. If you're in social media,
Check
check in.
but there's also going to be a scan code to register for the giveaways. There should be 2 boards posted around there, as well as the shoes will be on display. But that's not all we're giving away, John.
That is correct.
We've got.
You're giving a car away?
No, we're not.
Okay,
No.
I'm sorry.
No, we've got some artwork
We've got
and
some
all that stuff.
artwork. We've got some sneaker keychains. We've got some Nike keychains. We've got some socks, T-shirts. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff.
I gotta get y'all some crawfish and beer. I need to make some stuff for y'all.
We do. We do.
Y'all can give that away if you
Some
want.
colorway, all the different colorways of that would go real well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is giveaway stuff.
Yeah.
I'll come. I got to work a little bit and I got to check on my dad, but I'll be there. I just got dealing with some
My
personal
dad's
stuff.
actually coming.
Yeah.
Yep,
He's going to stand there with his hands in his pocket and say, be proud of my son.
He's going to be.
He's going to be over at the
and only
collector's
because-
table talking about.
No, he's not. Because if he was, he'd bring all of his Hot Wheels out.
I was about to say talking about Hot Wheels.
I will say this because he's not going to be seeing this. We do refer to him during like cruising the coast and all that as Deputy Dog. So that's what he'll be doing, making sure everybody's got their wristbands on, making sure nobody's getting in the wrong way and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to be.
Do y'all have like
security.
official security shirts?
We do not.
Dang, I want one. Why don't we have matching shirts?
I've got a fluorescent vest at the house you can wear.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm good. Like I'm good.
We'll put Boss Hog on the back.
Like I'm gonna support y'all. Like I think this is a great thing. I mean, like I said, pink dress is my baby. The way I look at like how I think of things. I'm glad. I always say that. Like I love the pink. Like I just knew in my mind this is all I can give.
Well, and I'll say this. Pink dress run, boating for boobies. That's a passion for the cause.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a passion for a hobby.
Yeah.
So I do think that they are two totally different things.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But,
I mean, we might have that at the run.
Events are events.
And I tell you this, and I haven't said anything to John yet, but I know we talked about it already. We did for the Day of Giving for Mike's, Jersey Mike's. We did the triple pink dunks where we donated them,
right,
and did the giveaway for Carter's Champions.
That was a success.
It was great. I think that was a good deal.
I got a bunch of receipts, son.
I have been on the lookout for another pair of pink shoes.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything yet, but I will probably pick some up Sunday.
Yeah.
And we'll do something at the pink dress run set up from the MS Sneaker Culture.
Yeah, man, I think that'd be cool.
So that we
like
can-
the tattoos. I wouldn't mind.
I'm out on the tattoos there, buddy.
No, I like having a tattoo artist at the Pink Dress Run. It was a success.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
That was a home
I'm not
run.
knocking
Devin
that.
Fountain, shout out
Just
to Devin
not for
Fountain.
me.
Yeah, Devin's
But even
awesome,
having
man.
something like this would keep the energy of the event.
It just adds another
Adds another layer.
avenue.
Because like I don't want to look at like trinkets, no offense, but I'd rather if I'm like walking by, I'm like, oh, them shoes.
I mean, if you've got a table full of pink shoes.
We don't have to be just pink. You can just have
No,
anything.
but I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, we've got a lot of pink shoes.
Yeah, I've got that, man. I've got some
know?
insane pink Air Force Ones.
I'm wearing my pink shoes that we all have matching. We all have matching shoes, guys.
Yeah, they're the world
Thanks, John.
tour, World Tour Las Vegas edition Air Force Ones, and they're patent leather, fluorescent pink with lavender.
Yeah, but they fit you.
So I've
Dude,
got
they're nasty. I've never put them on my foot.
a pair of Beyonce. The colorway is called the Beyonce.
It's not her shoe, though, right?
It's not. It's an Adidas.
Because I hate her new album.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either. But they're the Beyonce pink Adidas Boost, Ultra Boost.
Oh yeah,
And when I say pink, they're pinker than Jordan's hat, which is pink.
that is pretty pink.
I love this
So,
thing.
but it's got
do
a
too.
dust bag and everything in the box.
It's my
And they'll
favorite
be for
pink.
sale.
Yeah, I think what y'all are doing. That's what I'm saying. I think it's cool what y'all are doing, especially when John got. I gave John my Twitch channel.
I did not know that.
Yeah, have you gonna?
I don't even
I
know.
haven't done anything
for the card
I haven't
thing.
done anything
Yeah, he's got
with
like
it yet.
Oh, I did know that.
He's
I
got
did know
2,000
that. I did know
followers.
that.
he's got to start right now. Y'all could be getting on
we're-
there and streaming on
We
there.
are soon.
I know. Yeah, we've been talking about that.
We are soon. Whatever.
After this event, we wanted to make sure, and we were a little nervous. And shout out to Ray with
were
Bayou Kicks. We were extremely nervous. When we went over and talked with him, he really was encouraging. And that's what I'm saying.
Made us feel a lot
we've
better.
been able to meet different people through this, and it's been.
Do you
really
understand that
killer.
y'all got this, dude? Our event's massive.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
But I will say that, and to an extent, Boating for Boobies and the Pink Dress Run, they're both somewhat last minute on registrations, but not like this.
Yeah, this was
We
crazy.
were told about 2 months ago not to get worried, that people in the industry of reselling and in the sneaker game and in the streetwear, would always wait till the last minute to do anything. And I was like, yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I like to be prepared. I don't know.
In the last week, how many have we had sign up?
We've had probably
13.
8 to 13. Yeah, 10 to 13.
Are y'all getting pre-registers?
Yeah, but that I'm not.
We did have
the
some
tickets at the
pre-registers.
gate. I think we've sold 50 or so.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that as much, but I was worried about making sure that we had product there. I think that's what we talked about more than
Yeah,
anything.
that was our.
How
that was
funny
our
would it be if
biggest
there's just
fear.
like one table, it's just you and John.
That's
Well,
the
There
only
goes our
reason,
closet.
that's the only reason we started doing, buying sneakers to resell was because we wanted to make sure something was going to be there.
Is this because the real estate is tanking right now, guys?
No,
No, not at all.
Are y'all
It's
just switching gears on
no,
everybody?
No,
Man,
listen,
I'm messing with y'all.
listen. This is something that we love. It's a hobby. It's something that we like to do on the side. And we said, you know what? We've been doing events for so long.
Randy, I don't really like sharing John with you.
We've never
You know
really
what?
done anything for
You don't like sharing
us.
John with me?
So that's why we did it.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I enjoy all three of you. That's why we got matching shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Randy's always like, we're good. No, I'm proud of you. Like I'm saying, this is some cool shit. Like,
Yeah,
and
it
that's
is.
straight
That's
up
really
me.
cool, man.
And
I think it's got a lot of growth potential.
and when y'all are telling me about
I
that
agree.
event, like renting stuff, like I've been there, like the stress, we all go through it. But the good thing
We
is
do.
you've done it so many times though, and it's like
I agree. And, I think we've remapped it 5 or 6 times
Yeah.
now.
Probably.
At
Well,
least.
I mean,
And we'll probably do some more.
I was about to say.
But, as of right now, we have a full boat. We have plenty of room to expand. So I think that'll be good. But the way we've got it set up, I think makes sense. And I think it'll be a good flow. We are going to have some cars there. So that's going to be kind of cool and different.
what's Elvis coming?
Elvis.
Or Elvis, the Honda Elvis.
Heck yeah. He's our DJ. Elvis Tom.
Is Egg Roll going to be there?
Egg Roll's going to be there. Egg Roll's going to be there.
God, I need to get that
with his-
ruckus going.
Do you realize how big his trailer is now? Have you ever seen it? He's got a food trailer. 42
I've seen pictures
foot.
of it.
He's got a 42-foot food trailer, if that tells you anything.
I need to
Yeah,
try to,
it's
I need to
insane.
I need to charge the battery on the ruckus.
You should.
I know because I
Park
think
it at the front door.
I got to charge the battery on it. I've been lazy.
Park it at the... What color is it? Is it blue?
White.
What,
White's
my white
blue.
one? Oh, Anthony's old one.
Do you still have the blue one or no?
It's at Mike's house in pieces.
Oh. So what colors are the white one?
It's white and blue, right?
Is it white and blue?
It's a blue seat, right?
No, I took all the blue off. It's
Oh,
So
did
it's
you?
just pure white.
yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
Cocaine
Well,
white dog.
that's all right. I think we got some shoes that we may be able to take
White boy
pictures with
Rick.
on it.
Oh, white boy Rick over here.
Well, I mean, no, it's just, I love that. Like, I love that scooter.
So I'm going to take my truck. I'll have my truck there.
if I can get the scooter running, if not, I'll be in the Hummer.
I'm working on. We are working on the exotic car to figure out which one's coming.
Does Egg Roll sell egg rolls?
No, he sells everything.
Okay,
He's got all kinds of
We
stuff.
keep going.
And then I'm working. I've got another classic car coming, but it's kind of a.
Secret.
I'm keeping it under wraps until it gets there, because I don't know which one he's bringing yet. So I don't want to talk about it.
Will Ivan be there?
We're hoping so. I believe so.
We reached out to him today, I think. So
He's out of town for a while. I don't know if he's back in.
Yeah, he got home this morning, I believe.
Okay. Because I think he's coming on
So I
next
tell
week.
you what, we've chatted with him a couple of times, and
Quite a few times.
He's,
He's probably one of the biggest sneakerheads on the entire Mississippi
Yeah,
Gulf
you
Coast.
think that's what
don't
he
even know.
wears?
and you know, but you
That's
know,
his
I mean,
style.
Between
Yeah, but he
between
doesn't-
him and Randy, that's the reason
Negative.
why I got into it.
oh well, I'm not saying negative. On
I mean,
that.
there's going to be a couple down here, though.
I'm not on that level. We'll say it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a
Not
few
that that's
down
a
here
bad
that are sleepers, like you were saying. There's going to be some down here that are like
Man, so I'm not going to
sneaker
mention.
nerds.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
mention his name for 2 reasons. Because
Jimmy
don't-
Blanton.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, but he's a low key
I know.
sneakerhead. No, because I don't know if he wants it put out there or whatever. So for that reason, I won't mention his name. For the second reason is I know what he's got, and I don't want to put it out there because I may end up
Oh, I
wanting
know
it.
who you're talking about.
I know. So I had a friend of mine. I was headed to. Oh gosh,
They're
It's a
coming
moth.
through somehow. No, that's some termite
termite?
flies. Yeah, dude.
I would get a contractor on you. I know a guy. No, I'm just messing with you.
No, they. I'm telling you, they sneak
Yeah,
in.
they,
Yeah,
get,
they
they
do.
get in.
They get
and
in somehow. There's
They'll
like-
find a way.
They'll
son.
they'll die as soon as they lose their wings. So anyway, going back. So I was headed to a local meetup to buy a couple pairs of sneakers. So I was headed to go do that, and I was looking on Facebook, and lo and behold, a friend of mine that was in the cars with us posted 72 pair of sneakers for sale. And I was like, hold up. So I called him, and I'm like, hey, man, what is this? He said, man, I've been collecting sneakers for a long time. He said, I got about 100 pair in my garage, 300 pair in the storage unit. You know, I got a bunch. And I'm like, where do you live? And I headed straight to his house.
Will you be there in the next 5 minutes?
Yeah, I headed straight to his house and bought 5 pair off of him.
So he'll be there.
So I was hoping he would come. I don't think he is. He didn't want to do like a table and sell like that. He put some on Facebook, but I honestly don't think he's coming. We offered to even take some of them for him.
What kind of friend is this?
I know. Well, it's a low key friend because I don't want to tell everybody what he got.
Well,
I'll tell you like this. He's got some heat.
Serious heat.
He's got some nice stuff.
well, tell my watchers or whoever's out there in this world, or who's ever listened to us on the radio when they go to work in the morning, what's going on this Sunday?
This Sunday is Mississippi Sneaker Culture Convention on at the Orange Grove Community Center on Dido Road from 10:30 to 12 o'clock will be our VIP. 12 o'clock till 5 o'clock is our
And
general
every 30
admission.
minutes we're giving away a pair of shoes starting at 11.
That is correct.
Yep.
Shoes and other items.
And if you don't know where Orange Grove Community Center is, because we have gotten that feedback.
Yeah.
It is off of Dido Road to the north, in between Klein and Three Rivers Road. So it's kind of off the beaten path. A lot of people will say, oh, that's where the police hang out. And yes,
That's
they
it.
have a substation there. Gulfport PD
Great.
does.
And we
So-
will have some banners out front,
Yes.
courtesy of Allen Beverages.
Allen
Thank
Beverages,
you, Andrew
Pepsi.
Allen. You are the man.
And we do want to shout out our major sponsors,
That's correct.
which is the View Resorts.
The View
Island
Casino
View.
Resorts and Margaritaville.
Margaritaville sponsored our DJ.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all very
Shout out
much.
to
Very
Kono.
much.
Yeah, Kono. Jay,
Jay.
appreciate y'all
Yep.
very much.
Oh, Jay Jordan jumped in there too.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Tune in or something. If you need some insurance, just call me, okay?
Or
Or
house.
if you need a house.
Yeah.
Or if you need
a
some
house, yeah.
shoes or something.
So Century 21,
Yeah,
Jay
shoes,
Carter
we'll
and
take care of
Co.
that
We got
too.
Randy Richardson, John Carter. They are right here in Gulfport off Pass Road. I'm also on Pass Road, so if, insurance, whatever you need, okay? Just
That's
let us
right.
know. Anything.
Just give us a
We
call.
will hook
We
you
got it
up.
all.
If we don't know what, we'll get it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You take care, guys. We love you.
We offer home, auto, commercial, builders, reps, and life insurance.
Oliver's Guide.
Audio for Shots is rich.
The Jordan